It's Friday afternoon, which means it's time for your favorite comedy talk show, The Random Kristian Show. Today, The Random Kristian Show is interviewing Carla Jackson from the Red Letter Award Show. The Random Kristian Show is brought to you by Mrs. A's Famous Salsa Buena. 3 unique blended salsas made with cilantro and just the right amount of heat. To find a store near you, just visit mrsafamous.com. The Random Kristian Show is proudly supported by The Advisor. Created by Colonel James Neal Broaddus, this Facebook group is a great resource and network for creatives. Contact them on Facebook at The Advisor. The Random Kristian Show can now be seen and heard on the Rabbit and Red Radio Network. Check them out at rabbitandredradio.com. Intro music provided by the Dead Campers. Check them out on Spotify or at deadcampers.com. Are you looking to add your logo or design to apparel, banners, and other promotional products? Check out Creative Coatings KC for all your branding needs. You can find them online at creativecoatingskc.com. Like what you hear? Don't forget to take a quick second to like, follow, and subscribe to get notifications when we go live. Now here's your host, Kristian Random.
And hey, whoa, all right. Thank you so much. It is Friday, and we are going to be having a lot of fun with our guest, Carla Jackson. Very excited. Welcoming her back again. And she's got exciting news, I believe. There's something that has been happening, and well, anyway, we'll talk with her about that soon. I hope everybody's doing well. It is kind of a gloomy, rainy day here in the old KC area, Midwest. We've got a little stormy day going through, but that's all right. We need a little rain, even though it has actually been like 70 something degrees, almost 80.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
it's just
crazy.
really weird, which is unlike Watertown, South Dakota. Just immediately north of Kansas City, very far north in South Dakota.
How far is that away from you again?
It's close to Canada.
Oh.
Canada.
Closer to Canada than you are right now?
Yeah. It's so close to Canada, it might as well be Canada.
Oh, all right.
No, and do I look like I'm looking at something else? I have a new camera.
You look like you're. You know when you meet someone new and they don't necessarily make eye contact with you, but they're just like down below.
Yeah.
Like I feel like there's a stain on my shirt, or my fly is open, or something.
Or I'm back in high school and you're a girl with breasts, and I'm like, I don't remember anything.
I'm a man with breasts, so stop looking at him.
Oh, sorry. Whoa.
Eyes are up here, Chief. Eyes are up here, Chief.
Sorry. This is me mate, Andrew, and thank you for joining in.
Hello.
Glad to have you along. So basically, we've got Pacific Northwest weather right now.
Yeah, no, you described our weather today to a T. Yeah, it actually snowed this morning for a hot minute.
What?
Well, I guess for a cold minute.
Oh, well, yeah. Nah.
See what I did there? Yeah, but no, it didn't even hit the ground. Like I saw it pass by the window, and then nothing on the ground. So.
And then it was. Well, that's all right though. It technically is still winter, which again out here it's just. It's very typical of the Midwest. It just doesn't usually happen this early,
right?
We had just hit March, and all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, by the way, it's going to be 60 or 70 next week," which normally it's 40, 50-ish, maybe at the most on a warm day.
Yeah.
So yeah. But hey, not arguing. And got my fertilizer and crabgrass weed killer spread right before it started raining, so I was very happy about that.
Nice.
And it built me a new chair. Yep.
That's wonderful.
Seat.
Excellent.
On me bum. Yeah. So, because it was getting a little numb in the other old chair while I was sitting here talking with y'all.
Gotcha. So so you're nicely cushioned now?
It's moderate. I mean, it's
Okay.
I couldn't afford the big expensive chair that I was
Well,
looking at, but then I saw the price. I was like, how much for a chair?
make sure you try all the knobs because they will adjust the positioning of the padding. Just so you know that try all the knobs, but not now because you might fall while during the show. Hey, there you go.
Hey-o.
That's the wrong knob.
Yeah, that was the wrong knob. That's actually a lever.
Oh, right.
If I was in London, if I was over in the UK, I'd be a born Liverpooler.
For the record, can we go back? I said knobs, not lever.
True, but there's no knobs.
I guarantee you, there's a knob. There's got to be a knob.
Is it sitting in the chair? Yeah. Boom. Hey-yo. Try to
tip your waitresses, everybody.
Hey, welcome to the show. This is the Random Kristian Show. It's what we're all about. Hey, did you hear that show Ghost Adventures, right?
Yes.
Apparently one of the hosts, and again, Random Kristian Show. So things get blurted out randomly. I just saw this. I mean, it was popped into my feed and it said, Ghost Adventures, star, his wife apparently tried to have him offed, killed. Or what do they say now to be appropriate? Unlived.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Unalived will keep us monetized.
Oh well.
Right. Whoops.
Well, now we're back in the crapper again.
Right.
All
right. So was this for real, or was this like a stunt for the show to have him show up as a ghost?
Apparently it's real because she's being arrested and yeah. But I guess I don't know. I was thinking, oh well, maybe he's just trying to do the show from the other side.
No, I liked it. That was good.
Yeah.
Well done, sir.
Just thinking.
That was a golf clap.
Oh, so we're going to stop the sitcom laugh track soundtrack. Yeah. Stop that. Stop it. So none of this.
Let's bring the volume down just a little bit.
Oh, terribly sorry, lad.
That's right.
Scooching volume down. So
there you go. Perfect.
Yeah. All right. Well,
bruh.
Yeah. I can't help but love that. It just sounds like he's burping, but making an exclamation all at the same time.
Yeah.
It's the little things in my life, Andrew.
Well, no. Yeah. Well, if you had an 11-year-old, you would get that every day.
Oh, no. My stepkids. Trust me. And the drunk circus monkeys that I work with, they all.
Oh, sure.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh. Dude, okay. And I'm a dude guy, so No,
yeah. We are the dude generation. Dude is our bruh.
Yeah. Dude and bro. And bro is actually a carryover from the 70s for us. So but yeah, 80s was full on dude.
Yeah.
And like I say dude so much, my wife actually got me a card where and I think it was for my birthday.
Yeah.
Right on the front it just says dude.
And
you open it up, it says you made it another year. Nice. Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, I saved it. I'm like, no, this is a perfect card. I even have a little button that says dude. You can't see it right now.
Oh yeah.
I actually got it from oh my gosh, Gen X Stories.
What's her name?
Yep.
Yeah.
I was doing my best to avoid saying that, which is another 80s saying is what's
Tracy,
nuts.
no. Tracy, no.
No,
Dang it.
no.
Oh, I feel so. She just
We have
broke
fond
her arm.
memories of it, that's for sure. No, she was great. We had a
Oh,
lot of fun with her.
gosh.
And then they kind of faded out for a little bit. I think she had some health issues or something, but
Yeah.
they're back doing shows again, so that's
Oh,
good.
that's
Gen X
good.
stories keep rocking.
Yeah.
Gen X. Gen X. There.
Eve Simon.
Eve Simon. There we go. Yep. Hi, Eve. Hi. All right. So again, the name of the show is Random Kristian
Yeah.
Show. I'm Carla Scott. I just want to do random things. You guys. All right. So sorry about that. The Cartman in me came out, and I'm just kind of a little dismayed. I have to go to Watertown, South Dakota, and literally, okay. This is how I get there. I fly out of Kansas City. You would think straight into Sioux Falls Airport, right?
Okay. No.
I have to fly all the way to Chicago, O'Hare Airport.
Wow.
And then I fly out after a layover. Mind you, a layover. Then I hop on a little puddle jumper to Sioux Falls.
Okay.
Which is an hour-ish south of Watertown, South Dakota. It's Watertown, South Dakota. They barely have a interstate that runs through there. But then I drive an hour-ish north after renting a car and going, and then I get to spend a week there.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you about my craziest day of air travel?
Well, I think you told me off air, but I don't think our listeners have enjoyed your insane
so my
airport story.
Yeah, my brother's first wedding was in a little town called Normal, Illinois. Okay.
Sure it was.
So what we had to do was and I was at school at UC Santa Barbara at the time.
Okay.
But I was home
way back when.
Right. I was actually home when we left for the wedding, but going back I needed to fly directly, quote unquote, to Santa Barbara. And a direct,
again, another major airport destination.
Right. But the Santa Barbara airport is right next to the university, right?
True. Okay.
So like I figured this was going to be good. No, it was awful, right? So we had to drive from Normal to Bloomington. Bloomington, we caught the first puddle jumper that I was on today to Chicago, right? So to Chicago, I flew to San Francisco, Chicago to San Francisco to LA, second puddle jumper of the day to Santa Barbara.
Nice. A little twin engine, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
And and you watch the runway go back and forth because you can see straight through what the pilot's seeing, and
right.
Like, don't worry, guys, we'll be fine here in just a minute. We'll be landed, and you're like, we're going to be landed upside down, And this isn't a water landing. I mean, I know we're close to the water, but we're landing over the land, and we're gonna die.
So needless to say, not all my luggage was there when I got there, right? So I landed Santa Barbara with the other 12 people that were on that flight, right? And this is 9:00 at night, right? And so the guy who's taking the luggage down is like, "Oh, go talk to the guy behind the desk, and we'll get this sorted out. We'll get you all filled out, and then we'll run your luggage when it gets here." I'm like, "Okay, great." So I walk in and no one's there. I'm waiting for, then the same guy comes in, gets behind the desk and says, "Yes, sir. Can I help you?" Yeah, we had a conversation about 5 minutes ago.
So you had a Monty Python skit going on.
Right. No. All right. Best part of it though. And he's just like, "Okay, so we'll track your luggage when it gets here. We will deliver it to you." Right.
Right.
And it might be tomorrow morning. It could even be tonight. I'm like, "Okay, great." Right. So sure enough, that night, about, I don't know, maybe 2 hours later, the same guy drops off my luggage at the dorm that I was in.
You wearing some of your shirts?
No, dude, it was so funny. It was so funny. I'm like, are you off? Like, did you? He's like, yeah, someone else came and got me, and I'm delivering your stuff now and going home.
Bruh.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's a bruh. That's a bruh for sure.
Okay, by the way, you got some nice cologne.
Right? Yeah, right.
Not that I really looked through your bag or anything, but I did find some snacks. So
Yeah.
the Wisconsin cheese curds are gone now.
Yeah.
That's a Midwest snack for the rest of the world out there. It's very popular out in the more northern Midwest because
Oh, cheese curds are huge out here.
are they?
Yeah.
Oh well, you're near the Tillamook factory too.
Yeah, you can get them anywhere.
No, I know, but I mean, like, it really is like I mean, Wisconsin prides itself on its cheese curds for some reason.
Well, I mean, because Wisconsin is that they pride themselves on dairy, pretty much.
Yeah, and Amish.
Yes, true.
Which if which I know not many Amish listen to this show or anything, but if you do, soap. It's not ungodly, and it gets rid of that funk. I mean, I understand you don't dig other people besides other Amish, but even your other Amish friends have got to be off-putting. and I don't mean like off Jello snack pudding. I'm saying off-putting odors. And because y'all don't shower, and then you go to Walmart, and there's only one Walmart in Toma, and Tim Melia, hello, Tim Melia's joined in and watching, just saying, maybe they should just make an Amish day for the Walmart. That way, they have a whole day to let it air out, and then
there you go.
So Walmart, if you're in Toma, Wisconsin, there's an idea for you. No, I worked out of Toma, Wisconsin, which is about as big as
Watertown.
Yeah, and but it's like where all these interstates meet through, and
oh, sure,
very convenient for transportation companies like the one I work for.
Okay, here's a fun little trivia. Guess which town is bigger, Toma or Watertown?
I'm going to say Toma.
And you would be wrong, sir.
Okay, not shocking.
So according to the 2020 census, Watertown is about double the population of Toma.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not shocked, though, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, Toma's a cute little town. It's great.
Yeah, their one street looks nice.
Yeah. And then the interstate that's right next to it, because that's all there is.
Yeah.
But La Crosse is real nice. La Crosse, Wisconsin's about 15, 20-ish minutes away.
Okay.
That's really cool. In fact, by the way, they have a get this, Andrew.
Yes.
Talk show host position open.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I'm not moving to La Crosse, Wisconsin.
No.
Just like I told my boss about going in and helping out in Watertown, South Dakota, where they have a job opening for a center manager.
Right. No.
Yeah.
No.
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 Yeah. No. That's no. No. Anyway, so again, Carla Jackson with the Red Letter Awards is with us, and speaking of awards, Andrew.
Yeah.
I think this is a wonderful way to segue into 9 random ways of awarding things or something.
No. Because it's a
I forgot what the random 9 was.
9 random acting duos that would portray us in the movie.
I forgot.
The Random Kristian Show movie that is currently not getting made by anybody.
Yet.
Yes.
We can get a hold of Christopher Sean Shaw or maybe Robert Dumond or
yeah,
Donna Lee Heising.
Right.
We've got a few connections now, Andrew.
We could even ask Barry Walton coming on the show in April.
He's coming on the show in April with his new book and movie.
Yeah.
The Unknown Adventurer is it's pretty cool. The book he just wrote. So if you see it, check it out. It's a pretty interesting read. I'm not gonna lie. You'd be like, okay, what's this all about? It's kind of about his life, but I'm not going to say much because I don't want to spoil it, but it's been pretty good. I've been skimming because I don't get too deeply involved, as we all know.
Yeah.
Or if you're new, if I get too deeply involved, then we have a very boring conversation.
Remember when you wrote that book? That was cool.
That was a stupid question. But no, yeah. Great book. So check it out.
Yeah.
Barry Walton, Unknown Adventure. Anyway, so now we're back to our
9 random acting duos that would play us in the movie.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, wait, we need the random 9 header.
Oh yeah.
Where is it? I'm finding it. Random 9. There it is. Bump. Oh.
Boom. There you go.
There. Yay. I found it, Andrew.
I
found it on the graphics screen. All right. Yeah. So let us go. I'm trying to use the mouse to hit the soundboard, and that's not
okay.
Right. So we're going to start with number 9 randomly.
Of course, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon in their full Boston accents.
Playing us.
Yes.
Okay. Who's Ben Affleck? Who's Matt Damon?
I don't know. I mean, so who you got to argue who the larger actor would be, you, right? Because it's your show, and I'm just the co-host.
Yeah, so but I mean, Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, they're both kind of.
Yeah, I don't know.
I see you more Ben Affleck.
Okay, is that because of just the hair?
Pretty much.
Okay, all right.
But I mean, I don't know. I can see Ben Affleck more in your lane than.
All right.
I mean, and Matt Damon would have to put on a lot of old fat makeup. But then he could play me because he's got range. I'm not.
No, he does. He does. I could see him in the hat with the.
But in the Boston accents.
Yeah. So I see it.
Stupid retards. Sorry. Okay, that wasn't appropriate at all.
No.
It was funny.
No.
But it wasn't appropriate.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to a random number 8.
Number 8. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito.
Oh, I'm Danny DeVito. So much.
Welcome to the Random Christian Show.
What are you talking about, like that? Ma, I'm on the show, Ma. That was not a bad.
Not bad. Not bad. I think we might need to do a show as Schwarzenegger and DeVito. I think we could pull that off.
Oh, we wouldn't have anybody listen to it.
No, they would turn off. They'd turn off real fast. Yeah. But we'd have fun.
Oh yeah, yeah. See, it's all about doing it live. Just
about it.
Just like our man says there. So let it go. Let it go, buddy. All right, let it go. Oh, Lord have mercy. All right. Where are we at? Number 7. What's our title?
9 random acting duos that would play us in the movie.
Number 7.
Wayne and Garth themselves, Mike Myers and Dana Carvey.
Yeah. Excellent. I would have to be Dana Carvey.
You think you would be Dana Carvey? I'm more Mike Myers. All right.
I think more Mike Myers.
I present that energy.
I kind of.
Okay. All right.
I'm the silent, quiet type.
Everything to the opposite.
To the side. Plus, I got the glasses.
Oh, that's true. All right. No. All right.
I just don't have the hair.
Yeah. But we'd get you a wig for it.
I got a wig.
Yeah.
You wigging out. All right. Sorry. Good.
Right.
Lord Almighty. That was horrible. See?
Yep.
Wilhelm. All right.
Right.
Number six. Number six.
No,
not Rimshot.
Rimshot. We all know Hollywood likes to gender bend some things sometimes. So Melissa McCarthy and Kristen Wiig.
Oh, let me guess.
What?
I'm Melissa McCarthy.
Actually, I think I present a little more Melissa McCarthy energy. Yeah, I think you're more Kristen Wiig.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
would that's how I would cast it. That's how I would, if I were some casting director that knew what he was doing.
And randomly picking a podcast of two guys that do a random comedy interview talk show. All right.
Exactly.
All right. No, I like it. Very good. And ding ding for you. All right. Moving on to numero cinco.
Numero cinco. Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn.
Oh. Okay. So who's Vince? Who's Owen?
Well, I think this is a good question.
I mean, we both present pretty good parallels.
Honestly, they could play either of us and it would still work, I think.
I think it'd be whoever asks for the most money gets you.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Although I
got Kristian.
I'm not as spacey or sort of verbose as Owen Wilson is. I don't know.
Oh, so the old senile guy.
Yeah,
I get it. All right.
That did not come out the way I wanted it to.
Yeah. We all understand now, don't we?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on to numero cuatro.
Numero cuatro.
Order.
Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart. What?
I don't know. What do you think? You got me, Kevin Hart? Am I Kevin Hart? I must be Kevin Hart because you ain't gonna be Kevin Hart. You're gonna be that big old muscle guy. You think you're all bad? Well, whatever.
Okay, that's one of the better Kevin Hart impressions that I've seen.
I actually had to do that for a voiceover part. I had to do a Kevin
Hart. Really?
I had to do it, and I studied him for a while and stuff, and I obviously don't do a great one.
Right.
Yeah, we all know. Thank you.
No.
They were very pleased with it. They were like, "Well, that was pretty good, man." So anyway.
Yeah.
No, I had to do, because he played I think it was a rabbit in one of those.
Oh, yes.
Secret Lives of Pets, right?
Right.
And he played like this street rabbit or something. I don't know.
Right.
Whatever it was. I barely remember the movie, but anyway, so I kind of went off that character of his voice, but I mean, which is really, it's just Kevin Hart talking.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay. We're at number three.
So number three, that's if budget isn't an issue and they swing big, you get Clooney and Pitt in here. You get George Clooney and Brad Pitt.
Oh, I know. You're Brad Pitt.
Well, naturally. I mean, come on.
I know. It's chicks. They, But no, I can't even do a Clooney right now. So
okay.
Clooney, you've really got to build into.
Right.
And because he's it's always like he's lost in thought.
No, totally.
And anyway, I'm not going to get into it. All right, number two. Ghosts.
Number two. Let's gender bend this one more time. All right. And this would totally work. Tina Fey and Amy Poehler.
Oh my. Okay.
Would totally work.
You would be Tina.
Well, of course, she's Greek. I'm Greek. I mean, it works.
True.
Yeah.
But Amy's very spastic like me.
Yeah.
So
I could totally see Amy Poehler playing you.
Oh yeah. Dude, we should call him.
We should.
See if we can get a hold of somebody.
Although Although the number one would be like the true casting of this.
Okay. Numero uno.
Adam Sandler and Rob Schneider. Come on. Come on.
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, my gosh. That would be, well, I'm obviously Rob.
Are you?
I would think you would be, well, I don't know.
You think I'm more Sandler than Schneider?
I mean, there's aspects of both, I think.
I think, again, they could play either one of us and it would work.
But I'm just saying because Sandler draws the bigger check, he's going to play you because and Schneider gets stuck with me. And
But you're going to have more dialogue. So
oh, no, we suck again. Oh, we are no longer monetized. Oh, we are so pitiful.
Going to podcast today.
Oh, let me tell you
I'm going to be on the Random Kristian Show. Welcome, everybody.
Oh, we so amuse ourselves.
All right, no, right?
All right.
9 random acting duos that would play us.
And beautifully put together by our crack team of researchers and writers, which is Xander's 8th grade class?
No, 6th.
6th.
Yeah.
I'm adding years to Xander because he seems so mature.
Well, and he is a good 3 feet or 3 inches taller than everybody in his class. Like
Yes.
it's crazy. Like it's nuts.
He's going to be the linebacker.
Right. Yeah.
He's going to be a first kid pick. Yeah. All right. Well, there it is. 9 random facts and 9 random reasons to
acting duos that would play us in the movie. Come on, Chris.
Yeah. I do like the Faye Fuller. That's,
it would be so perfect, right?
That would be the one that would nail it. Nailed it. All right. So now, as we move forth and onward and conquering, and let's talk about our wonderful sponsor, Mrs. A's Famous Salsa Buena. Mrs. A's Famous Salsa Buena. You can find it all the way from the West Coast into the Mountain Time Zone right now. So basically, that's like up to Colorado.
Yeah.
And Colorado, and north and south. Anyway, they are expanding, and she has been so busy she has not been able to update us because I think she's moved more. I think south, east.
Oh, really?
I think she's expanded a little into southeast, but they are just so slam busy. She's apologized. Yeah. She's updating me soon, but they are expanding and getting out more near towards where we are, or I am, I guess. They're already where Andy is. Anyway, yeah, hey, it starts on the West Coast, so
right.
I get it.
Yeah, I mean, it's natural.
We got 3 amazing flavors as a staple right now, and she's bringing back 2 more favorites. So we've got the original. We've got the salsa verde. Salsa verde. And then on top of the salsa verde, they have the hot.
The hot.
Okay, which is not that hot. It really isn't. It's got heat and it's delicious. It's amazing. Yeah. None of it has onions. And I'm going to tell you why. Onion breath. Yeah, I said it. No, I mean, you're enjoying your chips and it's delicious. And then like, hey, babe, give me a kiss. Oh, my God, what have you been eating? Like a raw foot? Oh, no, it's salsa with onions. Don't eat that. Eat Mrs. A's Famous Salsa Buena because it has no onions. That was end scene. Sorry. Okay. That was my impersonation of a date gone wrong. Anyway.
Gotta say, hopefully that isn't your lowest voice because... No, it's not.
But now we also have her mango salsa.
Mango. I cannot wait for the mango to come.
And that which was out at one point, but now it's back. They're bringing it back. And oh, good Lord, now I can't remember the other one.
Red Delicious, come on.
Oh, Red Delicious, yes,
Yeah.
sorry. So these will all be coming out very soon. They are just reconfiguring their processing and whatnot. Anyway, so check for it wherever you're at. If you can't find it, hey, just go to mrsafamous.com and you can find store listings of wherever it's at, wherever you are. They will give it to you. And there's tons of recipes on there, which she's been on the show cooking. In fact, she's very anxious to come back and do some more cooking with us.
Excellent.
Again, it's a time constraint. They're doing a lot of growing and anyway, I'm just being repetitive. This is why I record the commercials. Okay. But unfortunately, I was waiting for new information. Anyway, so there we go. All right. Okay. Everything's fine. If Mrs. A's Famous also point at delicious, find it wherever you can. Okay. See.
Or visit mrsafamous.com.
Go to mrsafamous.com and find your salsa. All right. There it is. Delicious, amazing, fun. Did I say delicious?
You did.
Yeah. It's salsa verde. Really, it's not gonna lie. Yeah, and it's all fresh. It's all fresh ingredients. I mean, it's a little processed because they have to process it to package.
Oh, of course.
But anyway, most amazing salsa ever. Anyway, so Andy.
Yeah.
You know what time it is?
It's award time, isn't it?
It's time to get awarded with our returning guest, which means she's agreed to come back. It is time for everybody who wants some to come get some with Carla Jackson. Why isn't she coming up? Where is she? There she is.
I'm here.
Carla Jackson.
I'm here.
Everybody wants a Red Letter Award. Not everybody's going to get one. Right?
Nope, you're absolutely right. But I got a couple of three that I think you guys would be better.
I've heard rumors about something like this.
No, hold on.
Uh-oh.
So 2 people I think would be really cool. I'm going to see what you think.
Okay.
Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin.
Oh, I mean,
no. There's the lady with the thing talking about the stuff. Why, Raven?
I don't know what I'm talking about.
And then the other one would be Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra.
Oh yeah. Oh, that I think that's a little more. That's a little more on the nose, I think.
Okay, then how about the Wayans?
The Wayan brothers.
Remember when they did 2 Shots Up when they played the Queens?
Yes.
Oh
my God, Damon and Marlon Wayans. They would be. Oh,
Damon Wayans
perfect.
and
yes. You get what I'm saying? Oh my God!
No, that's perfect.
And the last, my favorite cartoon. Guess which one you guys would be?
Bugs
Bunny.
Yeah.
Of course.
Or Tweety Bird.
Oh yeah.
I could also be Elmer Fudd.
Elmer Fudd was the other one I was going to go with.
Right.
Yep.
Because I'm bald.
Yep.
Yeah. The lack of hair, which makes you Daffy, by the way.
Yeah. I prefer Marvin the Martian.
Le Pew.
Oui. Yes. No, I mean, I have to use the restroom, so.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's French for I gotta go.
Yeah.
I thought that would be so cool, man. For a wrench in you guys' parade.
Oh, that's funny.
No, those were very...
that's incredible. That's incredible. I love it.
So hold on. Here we go. There it is. Well played, madame. Well played.
Darling.
And this is why you're in charge of the Red Letter Award.
Yes. And someone got a big surprise, guys. They did not know that they were in the first 3 that was nominated. So I waited until this week to post that your show is being nominated.
Where is it?
What?
There's a little red alert, but
Are you saying
DJ
that we could
Airhorn.
be an award-winning podcast?
You have been nominated for one of the best podcast shows. Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Again, we're just nominated. That's
Hey, you know what? It's an honor to be nominated. Well, okay. All right. Who's lying? I want to win that thing. So, Carla, how much do we have to pay you?
Doesn't work that way, baby.
Dang it. Dang it. All right. Okay.
I've already offered a shirt and stickers.
Yeah.
They're coming anyway, but no. Now the
That's
two that we're up
amazing.
against, what was it? The Dad Life, right?
No, actually, that was I only put out the first 3. There's probably going to be 7 in that category.
Okay.
But I only put out the first 3 because these are the first 3 that we looked at first.
No. So we're
Okay.
screwed.
Right. Well, no,
we
we
did
just
not say that. To be in the first 3 is a good place to be.
Yeah.
This is true. Hey, if we stand out in the first 3, we'll really get buried when there's 7.
And
so it's awesome.
we can hire some hitmen to take out the other ones, give us some better chances.
I'm taking away
That
your
on the
Prince
DLG.
Oh, I wasn't muted? Oh, man.
No, you're not doing that. You're not going to be Whitey Coyote start blowing up stuff.
Right.
I'm not doing it. No.
That's incredible news, though. That's amazing.
Super genius. Oh, I need that soundbite.
Yes.
Wile E. Coyote, super genius. I like the sound of that.
Oh.
They just
Why did I
rose
say that now?
I know.
He's going to be on that.
Oh,
Oh yeah, now you got me doing all my cartoon voices and stuff. So
And I love cartoons. So I was like, yes.
so of course, now I want to know how we win. So who's going to determine the winner of the Red Letter Awards for the category?
Okay, so all the entertainment categories, roundabout in August, there'll be a 1 month of voting. Now the voting is everyone votes, but here's the thing: that's only 40%.
Oh, okay.
60% is a board of 6.
Oh, okay.
I'm the 7th, but it's never been a tie, so I never had to actually come in and go poof.
Oh, so you're the tiebreaker on any of them?
Oh. If there's a tie.
Okay.
So that's it. And then on the categories of faith, it's strictly the board.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
that
not
makes sense. That's
Yeah.
that's
and that's it. That's all that it is.
That's
It's
great.
pretty much that simple.
Now, okay. Now, how long have the Red Letter Awards been around again?
2019, right before the
Right,
beautiful COVID hit. Yes.
And then it just
I was like, really, God, really? And then I had to do everything Zoom, and that was like,
Yeah.
what's Zoom?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you did it, and it's still played, and it still worked, and it's getting bigger and better every year.
Yep,
So
we
you
moved.
cannot-
Yep, we moved it from California to Tennessee, so it's here now.
Because California is about to flush itself in the ocean anyway.
Well, it was always about to. It's Sodom and Gomorrah. Please, they're not changing.
Yeah.
Really.
Let's just be. You just got to be honest with what you got there.
Right.
It's a beautiful country. It's a beautiful state. It's just it's messed up with messed up people. How's that?
That's an understatement. And we all know this because we're all from there. So
Right.
It is beautiful, but like I tell people, I love the beach. I love being in Ventura County. I love being in Malibu. I love it being in Santa Barbara. You have the mountains, you have the ocean, you have the desert, you have the forest. I mean, you got every freaking thing possible. You got the vineyards, you got everything.
Yeah.
But then you got messed up people who don't know what they're doing.
yeah. And Ventura just got they're building one of the best new skate parks ever. And I don't live there no more. So there we go.
They would do it now, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, hey, they've been fighting for it for years. So congratulations to everybody, Brad and everybody over at 5 Point Skates for helping get that built, and I mean, they've made it a public park. It's no cost to anybody. You can go in there, skate whenever you want. And I think they'll be done with it at the end of summer, close to the end of summer. I mean, it's a big park, and they're doing it right. It's going to be one of the top skate parks in the U.S. So,
well, it has the perfect weather, so that's cool.
Oh yeah. So anyway, enough of that. So now, your Red Letter Awards. How many different categories do you have, ma'am?
There are a lot.
That's why
there's a lot. I mean, if you think about it, the movie category, of course, and then you go into the show category, which is, best show, which is like a streaming online that doesn't go into the theater. Then you have podcast. Then you have documentary. Like I said, and then I added short film because there were so many people who are doing short film.
Yeah.
And they're being really, really creative. And I really like that, so I added that. And then we also have the music category. And then you have the children's category, because I'm never going to leave out kids.
No.
Like I said, with Kingdom. And then you have the categories of faith. There's over 30 different categories.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome. And now this short film thing, this has really become quite the thing. I mean, it was always one of those, kind of sub-genre where nobody really like, oh yeah, well, if you get a decent short film, then, you'll be doing major films and blah, blah, blah. But it's really kind of become the other way around. People have really developed their short films where they're like, oh, well, we'll make this into a movie. No, it's a short film. This is what it is.
I like that. There's another one.
So it's amazing, and how much talent has been pulled together on such low budgets.
And that's what's so incredible. But also, someone else is doing. They're doing a series, and the series are only about 10 minutes long, and so they do these series. And I'm thinking, man, that's ingenious, because our brain span ain't very much these days.
That's true.
So 10 minutes, and I'm like, wow, dude. And then you wait till next week, another 10 minutes, and I'm just like, man, that was ingenious.
Yeah.
So
well, and you got to figure we're in the age of the TikTok and the 30, 60-second little clips that we just we scroll through. So short films, like you said, you're right. I mean, we've unfortunately decreased our attention span, but when you get these great little short films that are 10, 15 minutes and they're packed, I mean, it's just so good. And now you think about it. Okay, I mean, let's look at a great long movie like Ben-Hur.
Okay.
I mean, these are all the one with Peter O'Toole, Lawrence of Arabia.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Epic movie. Okay. Yes. And if you all don't know what these movies are, you really missed out. They're long. I think Lawrence of Arabia is 3 hours something.
Were there like the Gone with the Wind's about that long too?
Yeah. Okay, but a lot of good stuff. But now there's also those, and I mean, every movie's got it with these points where you're like, okay, what? Yeah. I mean, there's just certain points. And so you get these short films where it's the best part of that, whatever that was. They just went, no, we're making it here. We took this, from this side to this side, and we brought it into these two little hands right here.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly what they're doing. And it's fabulous. Think about Lord of the Ring. How many? Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. Don't take.
I don't think you can do that in a short movie, but you get my drift. It's so long.
Yeah. The books were this thick, and I read them in sixth grade. And I mean, that was a required reading in my sixth grade class, and it was just like, I mean, I remember falling asleep to the book so many times. I mean, not that they weren't interesting. I loved reading.
Long.
It's just so much to take in.
And J.R.R. Tolkien was great. I mean, he was great at keeping you hooked, but those,
Yeah.
just like in the movies, dude. Okay.
It can get too long.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
um,
And that's what I'm saying. I really like them, and some of them are 10 minutes, and the most is 25. I'm like, man, that's just with the span of most kids today. That's
Yeah.
all you're going to get out of them anyway. So
you're like, dude, 25 minutes. What the? Oh, I 25 minutes of my life I'm never getting back. I mean, don't get me wrong, but it's still 25 minutes. What the? Oh.
Yes, there you go. So yeah, so we have that, and then, like I said, and then of course with Red Letter, I do the veterans, and what I'm working on now is called Stars of Sacrifice.
Ooh, I like that name.
Yeah.
Tell me about Stars of Sacrifice.
Stars of Sacrifice is a program. If you think about our veterans, when our veterans go overseas, we send musicians and bands and everything overseas to entertain them, correct?
Yes.
But when they come home and they're old and in homes, we do nothing.
Okay.
So here in Tennessee, there are 6 beautiful homes here, and it has about 120 each facility. So I go and take musicians there to entertain them.
Oh, cool.
And so, but now
Very nice.
what I'm doing now is I'm starting to documentary their lives. Like there's one called The Frozen Chosen, and I'm going to document his life because of what he did as a Marine. So I'm starting with the Forgotten Marines, which means I'm starting with the Last Raider. Please call me. I know you're in California. He's 90. It's World War II. He's 95 years old.
Oh, wow.
Marine or Army or?
Well, these are all Marines I'm talking about. So the Raider is the last of the Marine in World War II.
I might be able to hook up with someone that can help you.
He's up in California. I want that guy. You only have 2 code talkers left. 2 people. 2. I want them. And then I don't know if we have any more from the Pork Chop Hill. I think they may be all passed. I'm looking at that. The Baton Death March, we may have none left of that. I didn't find anyone alive from that one. Then there's only, I think they said 2 or 4 left, the Marines who went on to the shores of, was it Hiroshima?
Iwo Jima.
Yeah. So I think there's only 4 left of that. So if we don't get their stories before they pass, because we're talking 102, 104 to 95.
Oh,
yeah. No, absolutely. Captain Stephen Quakenbush, who's been on the show, he does the honor flights.
Yes.
And he takes the veterans to the World War memorials and meet the president and all that. I can hook you up with him.
So I'm upset because if you think about these particular ones, and then I'm in contact with some of the first Black Marines before the camp was segregated. Then 2 years later, it became desegregated. So I'm trying to talk to some of them because they're gone. They're leaving. This is World War II. If we don't get the history, how will we know? Yep. So I figured I'd start with the Marines and then go to the Army, the Air Force, and that, because the biggest part is going to be Vietnam. So.
Yeah. No, yeah, absolutely. No, that's awesome. And you've done a lot of work just out there in Nashville alone with a lot of the veterans homes out there, correct?
Yeah. Yes, that's where I go. I go once a month. I just celebrated last Friday. Gentleman, Mr. Lee Estes, was 99 years old.
Or young.
Or young. Yeah. And he loved batting his baby blue eyes at you. He'll sit there and bat. I'm like, Lee, what are you doing? He looks at me. He's batting his blues. I'm like, no, Lee. He goes, is it working? No, honey, it is not working. You're 99 years old. Come on.
There's a bit of a gap there, baby.
Yeah.
Not that I don't love you, but I don't love you. No.
Yeah, come on, baby. But he's adorable. Like I said, he's adorable. And, I'm disappointed with the church because you have in Murfreesboro, you got over 300 churches. Yeah. And you're going to tell me that you can't manage, just come there for 2 hours? You don't need to do anything but talk to them.
Yeah.
Right. No, absolutely. the
I don't get
people
it.
who gave us what we have today. I
The
mean,
freedom.
Yeah.
Yep. And so that's my thing. So I'm trying to get more people just to go and visit, because that's all they want. I mean, it breaks my heart to see them there alone. And some of them don't have family. And so if you
Yeah.
don't have family, that means you're there alone.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
And
because a lot of the family's
staff,
gone or
yep, yep. Think about it. And the staff is
given up on
excellent,
them.
like I said. So I take nothing away from the staff. The staff is as citizens of America could do better.
Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah.
That's what I'm calling.
And honestly, we all could. I mean, it takes nothing for us to take, an hour out of our day,
Yes.
go down, hang out, and it's not like you have to sit there and become best friends and just hang out and talk for a little bit, or bring
Yes.
something nice, bring a box of cookies in or something,
Yep.
or well,
Yep.
I'm sure a lot of them. Okay,
Well, a lot
so
of them.
bring something
Yeah.
healthy.
I have this one guy. He every time he sees me, he goes, "Sharp dressed man." Sweetheart.
I'm not
me,
ZZ Top.
I know. I'm like, talk to me, baby. He goes, "That was my song. That was my song." And every time he sees me, that's all he says to me. I'm like, "Oh, baby, if I knew ZZ Top, if I knew that, trust me, I would have them there and play that song so I could see you just crumble in your chair."
All right.
I'll bet if you sent something to their management, you probably hear from Billy.
I don't know. I don't know
He's
how to
very
even
big
reach out
about
that
that.
way. I don't even, like I said, they are so awesome. And you look at them and they're to me are inspiring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
No,
that's how I look at it.
absolutely. And that's why I love what's my friend Steve, Captain Steve Quakenbush, what he does with all these people with the honor flights and stuff. I mean, he just and he sits there and the stories he hears, and he will, he's told me some of them, and he talked about some of them on the show. It's just like, man, what these guys went through. I mean, it's nothing, and
Yes.
I'm not trying to degrade any
No.
soldier and the situations they've been in, but these guys were in the raw end of it, where you were literally face to face with your enemies.
Yeah.
And fighting hand to hand, sometimes tooth and nail, whatever you could find, you were right there in it. And
See,
you're
right. I was trying to get honor flight for Lee. Lee's 99. He's the only gentleman that I know that I've ever met that was actually on the ship when they dropped the bomb and he saw the mushroom cloud.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
He's the first one that I've ever met.
Oh.
And I'm trying to get him on an honor flight. He's 99, people.
Well, I'll get you some information. Okay.
So we just need to get him on the flight. I mean, come on, he's 99.
Yeah.
We'll see what we can do about getting you some information and get you and Steve in touch with each other, because he would love to be talking to that gentleman and honoring him.
And that's my key word. So that's my thing that I'm doing, trying to get that off the ground, because I would like for it to be everywhere. I would like for us to just honor them and go and talk to them. Same thing with honoring the different people who really celebrate their gifts.
Yeah.
And we can't forget that. And it's like this week I had an eye opener. My cousin's oldest son committed suicide. And let me tell you this, people. That boy was loved. It was not love, and it was not faith. You know what it was? Lack of hope.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
And I think about that, and I think about all the military, 22 die a day. And I'm thinking, man, is this what a lack of hope would do? Yes, this is what a lack of hope would do.
Because without hope, what is there?
But we don't even think about
like you
that.
say, you can have faith, you can have family, you can have everything around you, but if you've got nothing, I mean, hope is what you live with and what you live for. I mean, I hope tomorrow's going to be a better day. I hope that I've got this. I hope I've got that. It's what makes you exist and want to exist.
Yeah.
And
it
Go
can be
ahead.
scary trying to think of what of what tomorrow is for some people, right? To
Yes.
Kristian's point, like, hey, I'm gonna make tomorrow better than today, right?
Yes.
But a lot of people just don't have that, and I can imagine, I can only hope to imagine, really, some of these guys that are in homes, that are in situations that could be better,
Yeah.
right? That
Yeah.
just are, hey, tomorrow's like today. What's the point? And
And
that's sad.
talking. And
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Think about that. Think about if that was you in a wheelchair, or, sitting there and just nothing. You
Yeah.
know, I think what got me the most about that is that they have a van there, and this van does not allow you to have electrical wheelchairs. So they
Oh.
can't take them. Only the ones with what do you call it? The other wheelchairs.
Yeah.
Manual.
Right.
Manual, yes.
Hold up
And
ones.
I'm
Yeah.
like, so what do you do with and 75% of the guys there are electrical wheelchairs. I'm like, so what do you do? Oh, we have to call out and get it from someplace else. I'm like, that to me is insane.
Yeah.
And then you have to pay for it. That's even more insane.
You would think there'd be a corporation out there or something that would donate the money to get
Yes.
a vehicle to help transport these people to where they need to go.
And I'm working on that.
Yeah.
Well, hey, okay. Anybody out there listening, can they just go to the redletteraward.com or?
Exactly.
Okay.
No, I
Oh,
don't think
yeah,
a lot
by
of
the
people
way, I keep forgetting to put the scroller up here. I've got your.
I think
No,
a lot
I've
of people forget that, Red Letter, it's one of the rare award shows that does not, when you submit, you don't have to pay for. Most submissions you pay for anywhere from 50 to 200.
Yeah.
I'm the only reason why I do not, because God said not to. God wants people to give. He wants them to donate. Wants you to, if you have a business, advertise. If you want to sponsor. This is the opportunity for God's family to come together.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can't do it alone. I'm just one person, but there's an arm over here, there's a leg over here. But if we come together as the body of Christ,
Yeah.
then we have it.
Nicely put. No, and that's what being a godly person is: living, loving, and serving. And the big part is serve.
Yeah.
And like I've well, me and Andy have talked, and we're actually, he's got a weird schedule. I've got an incredibly weird schedule, and it's hard for me to serve. Like how other people can on 9 to 5 shifts and stuff.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're organizing a comedy benefit show. Probably be next year, maybe around this time, to be honest. And we're going to bring a bunch of people together, a bunch of great comedians. We've already got Bob Smiley said he's on board, Leon Purley, Tanja D. We're going to get a few more people, and we're going to put on a nice comedy benefit show and raise money for the homeless.
Well, see what I'm saying? You're coming together. It's not just one way that you do things. You can do many things. And so Christians are not, our vision is not shuttered from a lack of vision. What's happening is we won't help each other with the vision.
Right. Oh, yeah. No, and we're very self-centered, narcissistic society. And but there's a lot of people that are trying to break those molds. And this is exactly what
we're doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. And that's that. Like I said, that's one of the things that, when we first talked a while back, and before you came on this show, you were like, you were talking about the Red Letter Awards. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then you fully just like blew up. And I'm not trying to say you just shoved it to the side, but you kind of did. And you started talking about all this work you've been doing with the veterans and how you've been, and scrutinizing people that, say that they care and that they love, but then you stand up to them and go, hey,
crap. Let's be honest. They don't do nothing. I'm going to tell you the hardest thing was this. I actually went to a church that is in a 5-mile radius of that place. And I walked in and I talked to the pastor, one of the pastors of the church. I want you to hear me. He lied to my face and said that he goes there. I know he doesn't go there because I know what church that does, and it's not his.
Yeah.
It took everything from my best friend to not. I wanted to burn the building down. I'm like, let's just burn it down. What good is the building? Burn it, burn it. I'm like, God, thunderbolt that baby.
Yeah.
I don't want no people in it now.
Little
Come on.
brimstone fire. Take care of that.
You know,
Salt the
I don't
earth
want
with
anybody inside the building. I'm just talking about the building itself.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just like, wow. And I'm looking at these people and understanding here, I'm coming from California now. Would I have done this in California? No, I didn't. It happened here.
Yeah.
In the Bible Belt. And I never thought in a million years that as I'm in the Bible Belt, that the Bible Belt would act more like Californians.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Well, honestly, it's funny because for me too, as someone who moved out of California into a new environment,
yes,
you don't necessarily know the bubble you're in until you're out of that bubble.
yes.
And vacations are different because you're in you're in different spots, like you're in a hotel or you're in something else. But when you actually put roots down somewhere else and you get
that community.
This is a different spot. Like the people act differently here. People operate differently here than what I'm used to. Like what I'm used to isn't what it is anymore. And I think that's the eye-opening part of, if you live in the same place your whole life, you are in a little bit of a bubble and you don't necessarily understand what other people are dealing with. However, you move to a different community, a different state, a different town, something else, your world gets changed and you have a little broader perspective on just different issues that people deal with.
I think the only reason why, because I was born in Oklahoma.
Right.
Yeah.
And then from Oklahoma, I went to high school in California. And let me tell you, that was not an easy transition.
Yeah.
That's a big jump.
Oh man, I was called a country bumpkin, man. I was just like, but they didn't know me very well. And I'm like, country bumpkin, chocolate bunny, country bumpkin. I think I like it. But they just couldn't win with me. I'm like, hey, give me a cowboy. Yeah, baby. And they were just like, well, it's supposed to be an insult. No.
Like, no, I'm rolling with it. Thank you.
Yeah, and I love scaring them. So easy. And I said, and they go, what do you mean? I go, well, see, you think because I'm country that I don't know anything.
Yeah.
You know, and that was always the thing. I said, you know why I don't fear nothing? They go, no, because I was raised on the farm. And they just, what does that mean? I said, have you seen a mother wring the neck of a chicken? And then pop it off. Yeah, see, that's my grandmother. See, we had 6 pecan trees, and I am a pecan nut. And I dared a squirrel to take my pecan because I shot it with a BB gun. You can go over to the neighbor's house, eat all the pecans you want, but these trees are Carla's. So I'm gonna shoot you in the toenails. So I'm there shooting the squirrels in the foot.
I had to step away for a second because oh my God, that just
I'm not giving up a pecan. Come on. You know, but that's the craziness, you know, like someone asked me, what did I do as a child? I said, well, let me explain to you my childhood. See, I live near a creek, and my grandmother used to go, where's Carla at? She goes, oh, she's at the creek. What is she doing? Well, if I had to take a guess, she's putting her face in the water trying to kiss the guppies.
Which, that takes some talent.
She goes, why is she trying to kiss the guppies? Because she wants to show the guppies some love.
Yeah. Well, see, that's kind, but unless you're into sushi, then you're just trying to be secretive. And
then I come back and she goes, your face is wet. Did you man? I kissed 2 guppies today. So that's what I'm telling people. Yeah, we may be a little different, but
Kissing guppies different. Yeah, that's
a little different,
um,
just a tiny bit different, you know. But the fun is that, it was innocent, you
Yeah.
know,
right.
and
And
that's
that's
what I learned, and that's what I'm saying. We're missing, with the body of Christ. I realize with the veterans being 22 die a day, and then the teenagers that die, and you're looking at a whole new thing of suicide. And then I checked with a friend of mine because I wanted to understand the missing children. And I
Mhm.
didn't understand that because I'm like, how can you come up missing? I don't understand. Your parent don't know where you are. Mine always knew where I was.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you let them know.
Oh good God.
Back in
Yeah.
our days, all you had was phones, wired
Yep.
to a wall. But wherever
And
you were,
nosy neighbors.
yeah,
Yeah.
you let your
Yep.
mom or dad know this is where I'm at. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
And
I'll
they
be
check.
there. Yeah.
And they check.
Or
And I
you were within yelling distance.
Yes. And so I was saying, I
Uh,
don't understand. And then he did the numbers for me. He goes, you don't understand how many indigenous people are missing, girls.
Mm.
You don't know how many. And he broke the categories because he has this book and it broke it down by nationalities. And I was shocked. And he said, sit down. I go, why? He goes, do you know the most missing kids is not white? It's black. What? Get out of Dodge. He goes, yeah, if I show you my book, you will see almost all black, and then you'll see indigenous, and then you see Hispanic. I go, why? He goes, because see, the Spanish, um, they're afraid to admit that they lost because they may be deported. And then not much people want Asians, I guess, and then whites. And I was always dumbfounded by it. And I didn't know that. I
That's
did
crazy.
not know that. This is this big
Yeah.
white guy who goes into black neighborhoods trying to find missing black kids,
mm.
and I just like,
Ugh,
wow. See what I'm saying?
No,
crazy.
I mean, we've had a gentleman, Russ Tuttle, on the show who talks about Stop Trafficking Project, and he goes around
Yes,
to
Yeah.
all the schools and talks with kids, and he's
yes,
finally starting to go nationwide with it. And I mean, the program's nationwide, but him going, and because he has witnessed, he has seen so much and talked to so many people about so many things,
see,
and how he opens up these kids is
yes,
absolutely amazing. Every time he talks about when he goes to a school, there is a line of kids afterwards, a line of kids that come up and go, hey, I think somebody was trying to traffic me, or yeah, we knew somebody that disappeared that would fit exactly like what you were talking about.
Yeah.
He's giving them awareness. And yeah, it is, I mean, it's shocking, especially with and how this Roblox game
yeah,
and all these other online games, how people are on there trapping these kids and
Yeah.
luring them and then tricking them. And I mean, and that's why he's out there. He's out there spreading this information. And like even parents have, they've called him afterwards and said, our kid came home, said they talked with you and you talked about all this. And, you have really hoped they're like, we are pulling their phone. And they're not
see,
upset about it. The kids aren't upset about it because they're like, you're right. I get it. I'll only get the phone if I go somewhere. I don't, and
yeah.
that's where it all starts falling back into being a parent,
Yeah.
But see,
you know?
but think about what you just said. Now you have AI.
Right.
Now you have AI actually chatting with someone who thinks it's a real person,
Right.
and it's not.
And they're
Yeah.
baiting them. They're baiting them, and they're making it their job easier because this thing's just out there baiting them. And then once they finally start seeing the responses, then they go live with them, and then
There
they
you go.
pull them in. Russ has talked all about this, and
I mean, that's just to me, it breaks my heart, to see that. It's just like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And just so everyone knows, I've talked to several people that had wanted their books nominated. I want you to hear. She's a Christian who wanted her Christian book nominated. So when I started asking her about her faith, she knew nothing about it.
Mm.
I asked her, "What's your testimony? What's a testimony?" Okay. I didn't know. Okay. What have you overcome? What does that mean? What is your walk of faith? What does that mean? See, she wasn't a Christian. She said she was to make the Christian books to get the Christians interested.
Mm-hmm.
So we are being fed because whoever the gatekeepers are or the watchmen are not watching. The same with music. You have now a woman who was on the top contemporary gospel music #4 with her song, who's a Muslim.
Yeah.
Who is the watchers? Who are the gatekeepers?
It's and because unfortunately, and I mean fortunately, but unfortunately, and I don't like saying this, but the fact that you are religious or what, and that's the problem. Everybody's calling it religion. Well, no, it's not religion. It's believing in God and believing in God's word in the Bible. Okay, God's law is God's law. We don't change it. King James Version is the version that is most best described as the original texts of the Bibles, and you don't. There's no. Oh well, they probably mean this. No, there is no probably. It's black and white. God's word, Jesus's words, and that's how it is. That's how it was. And yes, Jesus died brutally, was mocked, was spit on, was beaten.
I don't think we understand how bad he was beaten. I don't think
the movie, even though it did amazing.
Yeah, but think about what you just said. Think about how bad he was beaten. I mean, what they said that he was unrecognizable. Then think about this. He had to pack a 300-pound cross on cobblestone roads uphill.
Yeah.
Now, if his bones is leaked into the wood, do you know how difficult that had to be?
Yeah.
And he didn't cry. He didn't. I mean,
Nothing.
And
I think about that, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, man, he did that, and then he gets there for us. And I want everyone to understand, the most horrible moment for him had to be the first time ever in his life that he would be separated from his father.
Yeah.
I want everyone to think about that, because he had never been separated ever. But he knew when he died, he would be separated for that moment.
Right.
And he was willing to do it for us.
Yep.
And yet we can't manage as the family of God to come together and to help each other.
Yep. And that's all they're asking. Love one another, love yourself.
And we can't, everyone's worried about the 10 commandments. I said, stop worrying about the 10 commandments when you can't even do the 1 commandment.
Yeah.
Well, start with 1 and keep working into the others.
It's like Jesus gave us 1 and we can't manage to even. My girlfriend's like, oh, we're going to do a mission trip. We're going to go to Afghanistan. You don't even talk to your neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the problem. That's the main problem. We can't take care of ourselves here. So how can we be expecting to be taking care of other places when we can't even help ourselves?
Yeah.
And that is a major problem. If we don't take care of America, we're doomed. I'm watching. I never thought in a million years that I would watch Sharia law try to take over America. I'm like, how is that even possible? I never thought I would see Louis Farrakhan going on to Indian reservations talking about Islam. They're not even the same.
No. And you want to talk about the oppression, the indigenous or American Indians the most oppressed,
I
most
know.
ripped off, most screwed over group of
Yes.
people in the world. I don't
And
care
yet
where you're at.
Islam is got, but think about it. Islam has got their eyes on them.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
And I'm thinking, okay, is anyone else seeing this? Because I'm thinking, oh, being from Oklahoma. Now I'm telling everyone, if you are from Oklahoma, born in Oklahoma, birthed in Oklahoma, and I'm going to say it to everyone, white, black, and any, you cannot be a purebred nothing. It doesn't exist. I am not all black. Can't be. Ain't never going to happen. Sorry, baby. I am a Heinz 57. And I am proud of it. The only part I'm not proud about is the French part. I don't claim them.
You're just making a fancy way of saying you're saucy.
Yeah.
I'm spicy.
Hey, all right. So listen, and we're running out of time, and this always happens, and I know. So we're just going to bring you back another time again.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll do something a little closer to the actual awards show, so that way we can
You
hype
got
it up
it.
again for you. But I'm going to get a hold of Stephen Quakenbush, Captain Stephen Quakenbush with Honor Flight, and I will get him your information. And let's see. And what was the gentleman's name again?
His name is Lee Estes.
Lee Estes. All right.
And then I need my raider up in California. I think he's up in Lodi, somewhere up in the northern part of California. The raider.
And he may know a way to get a hold of him too. So,
I want.
Yeah.
but
We didn't get that story.
we'll get that going. We've got the Red Letter Awards are coming up, and they're going to be
September.
presented in when?
It's going to be in September. Right now, we're in the raising the money phase to be able to get the building because God wants us to go to the university.
Yeah,
Because the
Red Letter
university.
Awards.
Yeah.
They are a faith-based award program that Carla's had going for 5 years now. So if you are even slightly interested, having a company or whatever that you can help donate some money to keep these awards going and honor these people that even have podcasts that,
Yes.
you know, even though they're only one of 7. But there's amazing, but like you said, you've got 30 different categories alone.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's so many amazing people. I mean, we're in it. Just these 3, well, the other 2, I guess I should say,
Yeah.
podcasts. They're great. I've listened to a couple of shows from both of them. They're great shows. I mean, we're not going to win, but I'm just saying these other shows.
Well, that's a way of being positive.
I'm being positive in the fact that we're in great company.
Okay.
And I'm sure these other shows that are going to be, I mean, but either way, and some of the other nominees for some of the movies, the comedians, Leon Purley was one of the comedians. And he's been on the show. He's amazingly funny. We're going to try and work on him for our comedy benefit. He's already committed. He just said, tell me when. So we're just very excited for all that you do with this, and then all that you're doing for these veterans. It's absolutely amazing. I know we got kind of sidetracked there with
It's okay.
the rest of the world bugging the hell out of us, but we need to talk about it, and that's the problem. Nobody talks about it.
Yeah.
I will.
Everybody.
I will talk about it all.
I know. That's why I said we don't have enough time.
I'm the chocolate bunny. I got no problems.
Saucy chocolate bunny. But so we're going to bring you back on, and we'll do it closer to the awards. And now the bidding for the awards that starts in August. You said
The voting will start in August. Yeah,
voting. Sorry, bidding.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So it's probably going to start probably more like the late part of July, and then the mid part of August, and then we'll go into it. Yeah. So it's good. It would be, put it this way, everyone will know because I'll be posting it everywhere. That's
good.
what I do. I post everywhere,
and I help repost what you post. So if you go to redletteraward.com, is it awards or award? I'm sorry,
awards with an S.
Oh, dang it, I spelled it wrong. Anyway, it's redletterawards.com, and go check it out. Check out all these great people, especially the podcast. that are being nominated and put out there, and then when watch for the voting when it comes up. Vote for your favorites. There's a lot of great people out there with their books, movies, shows, short films, everything. There's so much faith-based out there. So please go check them out. Carla, just again, we get so sidetracked because we have so much fun with you. Please come back. We will talk with you again soon, please.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes. God.
All right.
And be safe, both of you.
Oh, we will.
Yeah.
You take care. And ladies and gentlemen, again, Carla Jackson, Red Letter Awards.
Thank you
Go
very
check them
much.
out.
Thank you very much.
All right. Carla, have a wonderful night. We will talk to you again very soon, my lady. Everybody wants some. It's the Red Letter Awards show. Again, redletterawards.com. Yeah, I missed the S on the crawler here. So please go check them out. Check Carl out. Donate to this cause. There's a lot of great people that are being honored, and you just can't. I went and started diving into it, just looking at all the people and all these different categories. Like I said, I had to ask her again. 30 categories.
That's crazy.
That's a lot. And I mean, it's a lot, but it's not, because they're trying to honor everybody who's doing all this great faith-based work. And so we gotta make sure that we're getting out there and taking care of it. So if you can, like I said, if you're a faith-based business, or even if you're not, and you can raise some money to help get these awards going, do it, please. It's just such a great little show, and it's very exciting. So, and there's podcasts that are nominated.
Right.
I'm just saying, there's a random show that we all know that is kind of part of this. Anyway, so I'm leaving the crawler up. Just don't forget the S. So anybody
there you go.
that?
Yeah.
Where are we at? What are we doing? What do we got going on?
Well, so you're in Watertown next weekend.
Oh, yes, that's right. I'm going to hell.
Yeah, you're in Watertown, and then I'm leveling up the week after that. So we're going to be off a couple weeks.
Yeah, we're going to be out for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, kids. So listen to some old shows, because when you listen, especially if you listen on Spreaker.
Yeah.
Spreaker. Spreaker. Spreaker.com. That's when we get, money. No. But it does give a little extra to us, which would be nice. And it's a great platform. It really is. Not that we're, because we get 10 cents a week from them or anything, but it's it's a good, easy platform. They've got a lot of great podcasts on there. So
but in terms of podcast hosting, they've been very just helpful in making sure that everything's sort of buttoned up and tied up for us.
Is our background music coming through?
I am not hearing it.
I'm not hearing it at all.
Okay. What'd you do?
What'd you do? Apparently I screwed something up.
Yeah, wires and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I got this new monitor here.
There you go.
There it is.
Yeah.
It's about time. Oh, of course. Now the song ends.
Drum solo.
All right, so kids, we will be off for the next 2 weeks, but there's plenty of random to go around.
So much.
Go back, listen to some old episodes. We've got some great people coming up soon.
Yeah.
Let's see, our next guest. I know we don't have a slate for him, but
no, we do. Barry.
Oh, it is Barry. Okay, yes, that's right. Okay, Barry Walton, producer, director. He's now an author. He's actually working on his second book, but this first book that he wrote, it's kind of about his life, and it's really good. Like I said, I just kind of lightly have been skimming through it, because I'm like, I don't want to get involved in it, but I keep getting hooked. I'm like, oh, this is cool. And anyway, just great. It's a great read. It's fun, entertaining, makes you think. So check it out. It's called The Unknown Adventurer, Barry Walton. He's going to be on here, and you're going to find out that he's been involved in a lot of movies and short films and things that you've seen, documentaries, things like that. So be here in 2 weeks. But in the meantime, keep checking us out. For Carla Jackson, our wonderful guest that was on the show, thank you so much for being a part of the show.
Yeah.
Andrew over here, we will be talking to you all again very soon. So kids, be good. Take care of each other. We love you. So, be nice. All right. We're going to be out and we'll talk to you. I'm sorry. I keep trying to talk to y'all and I'm trying to multitask and sometimes task not multi good. So
you gotta spin the old brain a little harder when you start.
Well, and you got to remember now I'm like way past my bedtime. So it's
that's true. Yeah.
I'm going on the old, 20 hours of not sleeping yet. So
that's
no,
good.
Now, and plus years of alcohol and drugs.
That does it too.
Yeah. I'm pretty well aware. Everybody who's met me is like, yeah, no, we can tell you're an addict. Don't worry about it. All right. We'll see you in 2 weeks, kids. Love you. Be good. Peace.